The old timers, they've much to give in their ways. A learned man easily loves those whom give much of their time. Our teachers are holders of wisdom. That is how we perceive them. How many times have they shown us through to the other side of those darkened corridors? By their very nature, they must possess fire. Their souls, therefore, must be sustained in dryness. It's become increasingly rare over the years to come across individuals that, for whatever rhyme or reason, have become incapable of intuiting metaphorically. The alchemists, with the exception of but rare circles, have become Mew-like, a ridiculously rare phenomena to behold. The psychically analytic have more in common with the poets than we might be initially inclined to think. Just like a good sculptor, or painter for that matter, he must have a sense to intuit what else is there within the confines of his focus. A good, shocking experience to the senses is enough to render excesses in soul null and void. Such experiences, to the prudent in judgment, can be used as primers. It's the substance contained within the essence of those primed grounds that we aim to utilize for further benefits. The last thing we want to do is to be caught in the soot of a tar of pit impairing our mental perceptual acuities. We are looking always to stay with an edge. We are always looking to stay on the edge, teetering between the edge of madness, insanity, and from time to time, genius. Boil up some steam, let it dissipate throughout the body, sort of like how when a good sweat is built and it's cold outside and you can see the heat rise up on through the air into the ether, permeating all of time and space. Yes, inevitably. Memory-filled emotions and emotion-filled memories go hand in hand. What happens to our memories when we disembowel them of emotion is we obtain a barren, desolate place. In such circumstances, it's been said time and time again that the old, and just to be precise here, the aged, always establish an oasis of sorts. They cannot help but dispense away with their wisdom to be able to have it be as so. Being devoid of emotion for some is a terrifying thing to behold. There is a difference, however, between being incapable of emoting and having learned how to dissipate our involvement of them in matter. The requirement that for some is bitterly given up for the acquisition of sharp and poignant insight. We've learned, to some degree, the value of constraint. To some degree, we've learned that the need to approach insignificances is no longer there. Our sights have become centered in at the middle of that which we could see. furthest. Doing so brings us an almost indescribable feeling. It's an unattached kind of feeling, perhaps because we've begun to come to know that the center, our at the moment perceivable center, is always somehow subject to change. Clarity, in some occasions, if not in most occasions, becomes grasped the further something is held. Show us, great Master, the lessons necessary for us to continue to find our souls. You are great in your ways because you know precisely where to divulge your time.